Okay. Hello, everyone. This is your host, K.O. Lynn, and it's time to start playing some Final Fantasy XVI. As you can see, I'm still waiting on the game to even load up. Excuse me. In the meantime, perhaps you didn't catch it, but I did a stream of Little Nightmares on Saturday, and I was able to complete the game in, I think the total time ended up being about almost 3 hours. So it really wasn't that long of a game. And if you're inclined to get your spook on, I highly recommend you watch that Let's Play because Little Nightmares is a fun, spooky horror. It's kind of a whimsical, dark fantasy. It's a story told without any dialogue, so it's quite unique in its execution. And it's not a children's game, however, there is a lack of jump scares and there is a lack of gore. So it can be enjoyed by most people who maybe are not enthused by gore and jump scares. So if that's in your style of horror, I highly recommend. Anyway, now that it's finally loaded, let's go ahead and get started. Oh yes, if you're enjoying this stream, I would very much appreciate it if you could like and or possibly subscribe. It'd be very helpful to help get this channel up and running. Okay, so last... I'm just going to pause here for a moment. So last time on Final Fantasy XVI, we confronted Benedicta, who she and her men basically took a fire dominant who Clive suspects is responsible for the murder of his little brother out from under our noses. Here's the thing. It does appear that particular fire dominant was the person, I say loosely, that was there and who became Ifrit. I don't know. Maybe it seems kind of silly in passing, but I was so certain that Clive was the dominant, and I just thought that the fire being that showed up forced him to turn into Ifrit. And I don't know, man, just some of the perspectives on that particular fight really made it seem like it was from Clive's perspective at points, particularly when the Ifrit was actually killing the Phoenix, Joshua. Like, we were getting Clive's monologue in our head, like, no, stop this, murderer. I can't remember everything specifically, but I do remember that. And, yeah, that just made me think that Clive accidentally killed his own brother. But I don't know for sure, and it does seem like that this person that we saw is the fire dominant. And they had the brown robe, like Clive saw briefly before the Ifrit fire dominant showed up. So I guess we'll see. I kind of doubt we're going to get any answers on that particular front soon. However, you know, we confronted Benedicta, and she has... Ooh, Garuda? You're an icon. Yeah, Garuda. Which in, you know, old Final Fantasy, Garuda... I shouldn't say old. In Final Fantasy X, Garuda is a big bird monster. That might not necessarily be the case, because I have noticed with this particular Final Fantasy that they changed the names even just a little bit for some of the monsters. And who knows, maybe Garuda isn't always a wind creature, or maybe it isn't always a bird creature. In this particular, it kind of looks like a person with wings on their horns, or wings on their helmet. Hello, Zomber. How's it going? Okay, and we can switch between iconic abilities now. Oh, God. Do I remember how to do that? Hopefully I do. I mean, we don't have very many Garuda abilities right now because obviously we just got them. Yeah, so it's just the 2. And I think probably what's most intriguing is that Cid is not at all alarmed at the fact that Clive stole Benedicta's powers, essentially. Like, you barely know Clive, Cid. Like, how do you know he isn't going to do the same to you and steal your powers? I guess we'll see. How's it going, Zomber? Long time no see. Okay, there's some soldiers out here, and we're gonna try out our new abilities, like Cid suggested.
That come from the can.
Oh, nice. It's just like, can I remember all the moves now? Now I have to learn new moves. Okay, I think I got everything. Let's keep going. Oh, there's another item over here.
The bridge is closed. Yeah. Turn back.
There's one thing I don't like about the one move like this one. It's pretty short at times. Figure out. Oh, there we go. I knew it had to be. There. We're getting the hang of things. Oh, level up. very dramatic death. Quest destination nearby?
Oh, it's only me.
Damn it, Gav. Are you trying to get yourself killed?
It's not me who's been playing with fire. You don't do things by halves, do you? This way. So if it wasn't you or him who freed the bearers, who was it?
Good question. Someone who didn't have their hands full fighting a bloody harpy, I guess. But what matters is they're safe. Something they wouldn't be, had it not been for you, Gav.
Just doing me job, like. So, what about his dominant?
Gone. And after we were so close.
Well, I can track him.
Why would you?
Cid told us about your family. Lost me own to Imperial steel. Sometimes vengeance is the only thing that keeps you going.
Thank you.
Go safely, brothers.
I reckon he likes you.
He likes Birdie McBroodster.
She's gone. She's gone.
My lady, you have to hold on. We're going to get you.
Gone. What am I going to do? Barnabas?
How long to the coastal road?
At this pace, we won't make it by sunset.
He'll know. He'll cast me out like all the others. What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
My lady.
Carol.
What do we have here?
Fetch a good price, I reckon.
Well, we'd be doing the slavers a disservice if we didn't praise her work.
Stay away!
It's all right. They can't hurt you anymore. Come on. Let's go home.
Is this it, Adolphus? My punishment for not listening to you? This wretched world! Deserves to die. It all deserves to die! 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 Die!
Cid.
Do you feel it too?
Garuda. By the flames.
She's drawn in too much ether. She can't control it. If Garuda isn't stopped, that vortex will swallow this whole forest, and us along with it.
And I'll stop her.
You'll stop her.
I heard it again. Someone is calling me.
Damn it, lad. That doesn't mean you have to listen. I should have gone with Gav.
Fair point, Sid. Fair point.
Clive, I don't think you understand. That's not just windy weather you're wandering into. Benedicta's rage knows no bounds. And that's on a good day. I don't want to know what's waiting inside that.
But I do. I have to find out. And I'm not turning back.
Okay, sorry, I just wanted to make sure I got their full conversation before moving forward. I mean, that looks like a tornado, and I'm from Kansas, so I understand tornadoes are bad. Tornadoes are real bad. But I am curious about what in the world's going on with Benedicta. Cid says she's drawn in too much ether, but we saw that she was basically disconnected from Garuda, so has she lost her humanity? What in the world is going on? Oh.
There are so many.
Aye. One for every fragment of
Having the Garuda power really helps with the staying off. Clouded Eye. So maybe it sounds like we're getting, I probably should not try to fight all these, but it sounds like we're getting, into elemental items for crafting, so that our gear will have elemental effects. Okay, I've noticed. I'm wondering if I should be collecting any more of these clouded eyes. Anyway, I was gonna say something. Do I want that item over there?
Not this time.
Getting ahead of myself. Quest destination. What does that mean? Just wrong thing. Doesn't that mean we're headed towards the tornado?
He's in there. I know it.
That's interesting. So it sounds like maybe it's not really the fire dominant who killed Joshua. Maybe something is taking possession of the dominance and creating havoc or wreaking havoc. Yeah. That's who we saw. Obviously, we just had
Clive, was that?
The Dominant. The man who killed my brother.
Are you absolutely certain?
I've seen him every night for the past 13 years. Watched as the flames of his icon took Joshua.
Help!
Cid!
I'm here, and so's Torgo. Don't worry about us. You've been waiting for this. Go!
Cid! Forgive me.
Awakening. I don't really feel like I can say I have a playstyle yet, simply because
Where did he go?
I don't have that many moves to actually enjoy. There he is. Whoa!
I'm not here for you, Garuda!
Yeah, but we're probably gonna have to face her because she's the one causing the tempest.
You won't stop me, Garuda! She's toying with me.
Of course she is. She's massive. Yeah, now I'm just really curious about this fire dominant. What the heck? Is he actually the plan?
I found you.
Please, he's gonna disappear again. No.
You called me! Why?
I'm assuming you're just enjoying the show's armor. Larger enemies will become partially staggered when their gauges are reduced to 50%. Using Garuda's deadly embrace on a partially staggered enemy will topple it, leaving it vulnerable to follow-up attacks. It's not letting me. Hoping it would allow me to dodge that.
Not this time.
Cinematic. Garuda slain? Does this mean Benedicta is slain? I feel like that can't be the end of Benedicta. Guy, you are in a world of trouble if the wind stops and your island falls. Oh, she put her claws back.
You're nothing but a monster. And I will not let you stand in my way!
I freaking knew it. He was a freak.
Clive!
I'm sure Sidolphus is just going, what the hell is going on? First he steals Garuda's powers, and now he's a dominant himself? Embodying Ifrit. Controls for Ifrit are as follows: melee attack, ranged attack, evade. Iconic lunge. B can be used to charge an enemy covering great distances in a short period of time, as well as dealing damage if the enemy is struck. All abilities available while embodying Ifrit can be confirmed on the Abilities tab in the main menu. Oh, come on. I dodged that. $82,620 damage. The health on these is just kind of absurd. Skyfall. Skyfall. And I'm not Adele. Oh, I hate this kind of stuff. Okay, it's not too onerous. Fireball back. any, like, really cool finishing attacks. Is this what Garuda normally looks like when she's in dominant form? It wasn't her just growing feet and everything. That's creepy. Slain again. Are we in for some world-class angst? Because Cid is almost certainly going to tell him that he was freed. The power of the icon Garuda made manifest. This shard of crystal is light as a feather and can be heard to emit a soft hum when held to the ear. I don't know how to tell you this, Cid, but that force is gone anyway.
Control it, Clive! It is you, isn't it, Clive? Stop this! Now!
So many questions. Now we're gonna get to see his dominant form. lizard man?
I said stop!
Don't let down your guard, Cid. I'm assuming we're eventually going to learn about Cid's illness.
You're too nice is your problem. Bloody mess, this. Oh, Clive. The ghost you've been chasing was inside you all along. I'll be damned if I know what that means. Oh. Why? Why did you have to listen to him? Benner. This can't be what you wanted, can it?
So is she dead? Like for real dead? Her chest doesn't appear to be moving, so kind of looks like she is. Sometime later. Villainous
His Majesty! King is bold, or desperate.
Will you engage him personally, Your Highness?
Of course.
Just seeing all kinds of dominance today. I wonder what this guy is. I wonder what he is. Like, with the name on it, I mean. Oh, it's a six-legged horse. I know that's straight out of, like, oh, that's Bahamut.
Reform the cohorts.
At once.
Your Highness.
Saboteurs.
Their attacks are frequent and widespread, even in the holy capital.
The capital. What of my father? Is
His
he...
radiance is safe. But he has ordered the city guard strengthened. We can expect no reinforcement.
That is of no matter. The Emperor's safety is paramount. I shall deal with our enemies here. All of them.
What's going on here?
It was me. I killed Joshua.
Ah, you're awake. You're just full of surprises. First that trick with Garuda, then whatever the hell that other thing was. Didn't know you had it in you.
Do it.
Eh?
Kill me. It was me. I killed him! I killed Joshua! I killed them all! I'm a monster! And I deserve to die! So end it! End it now! Please! Please!
He is naked. Why would he be naked? It's kind of weird.
I reckon I can take you, if that's what you want. But first, I thought I'd give you the benefit of my timeless wisdom. It seems to me, you see, that since you're still breathing, you might as well make yourself useful. Get dressed. Pretty as you are, you're not my type.
Like that fan fiction of Beg to Differ.
I'll, see you in the hall.
What are you going to do now?
The wages of guilt. There are certain times during the game that side quests will become temporarily unavailable until progress has been made through the main scenario. At such times, quest givers will be indicated with a lock. Well, I can't imagine that must mean now. Anyway, okay, I feel vindicated because I was right. Clive was a dominant, and that figure, whoever they were, forced Clive to turn it into his dominant form. But that figure is real. And we don't know who that figure is. but the figure also used fire to get out of, oh, shoot, Caer,
May as well hear what he has to say.
Yay, we're crafting. Sorry, I'm trying to get into the map. It's not, of course, doesn't want me to go anywhere. Caer Nordic. There we go. Because we saw the guy in the hood at Caer Nordic, and he did appear to have fire powers. I guess I'm not really quite understanding the full extent of the magic here, because it seems like people who have magic tend to be the dominant. So then at the beginning, like the prologue, when we see Clive as a 15-year-old and Joshua as an 8-year-old, you know, the mother of the two was disappointed in Clive because he wasn't a dominant. But of course he was. You know, the family didn't know that he was. But he has the Phoenix Blessing. So what is the Phoenix Blessing if it's not suggestion of a dominant form because he has magic? So, because so far, the only magic that we have seen consistent across so far all magic users is that they can light fires, like light cigarettes and stuff, or light candles with just a flick. But otherwise, we haven't seen Cid use any other elemental magic besides lightning. And the same with Garuda. We didn't see Benedicta use anything but wind powers. And Clive is so far the only one who has any kind of use of regular power. I suppose I should at least talk about like the story elements, since I mean that's kind of the reason for this podcast. And by story elements, I mean like the execution. I find it very interesting that that the developers, well, I should say the writers have front-loaded a huge chunk of like the major revelations. Usually this kind of stuff is like things you learn near the climax, but I mean, given what Zomber has said, this game is long. It's not short. So we're basically in the beginning, and yet we've seen the Phoenix dominant. We saw the Garuda. We've seen Cid's dominant, Ramuh. And now we've seen two more dominants, Bahamut. And we didn't get the name of the other dominant, but the six-legged horse. I think the Norse six-legged horse is like Sleipnir or something. I'm afraid I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard that name spoken in my life. I've just read the name. And oh, and there's the Titan, and then there's Shiva. And we haven't even met Shiva yet. Well, she was Jill. She was the girl that was staying in Rosaria before the king wanted to go to war. But she's been in the infirmary, and we haven't even talked to her since we found her. But yeah, Clive only just got out of being a slave, and he decided to pursue the fire dominant because he was convinced that the guy in the hood was responsible for his brother's death. Only now, of course, we know that it was him all along. Man, all this stuff is just front-loaded. And I find that very intriguing. Normally, that's the kind of juicy stuff that you want to, put in the back end, make people wait the whole game for. Not that that's bad or anything, or at least half the game for, but it really keeps you gripped to have all these major story revelations just kind of come out in the front. However, it does leave currently a bit of a problem because what is the story about now? At first, it was Clive's revenge, but he's responsible for his brother's death. And so I guess when we talk to Cid, we're going to find out just what exactly is the next stage in the story. But right now, we don't really know enough about the politics of the entire world to even know which side we fall on. If we fall on any side at all. Maybe this is about Cid's vision for the world. But yeah, right now we're kind of in storytelling limbo because there's nothing to really...
Don't go making me throw you back in there now, eh?
I'm assuming I went kind of nuts. But why did you strip me of my clothes? That's just kind of weird.
Did you see the girl Cid brought back with him?
I did. Poor thing, all dressed in dirty rags. I'll have to make a new dress for her.
Who are they talking about? Are they talking about Shiva?
Odin and Bahamut had at it by all accounts. Not by Belinus Tor.
Oh, Odin. Okay.
No wonder we didn't feel it here.
I guess it makes sense that Odin would have the six-legged horse. And I think Benedicta is officially dead.
Finally crawled out of the crypt, eh? You look like it. Although I thank you for doing us the courtesy of covering up.
Don't.
Ah, still have a bit of fight left in you? Then listen. I've arranged a meeting with Gav. In case you've forgotten, you're nose to work for.
For nothing.
Just listen. While you've been relaxing in your cell, Gav's been busy sniffing out your dominance. And according to his last report, he's picked up a scent. Gav's gone to a fair bit of trouble for you. The least you can do is hear the poor bugger out. He's going to meet us at the King's Fall. Pack your stuff. We'll leave as soon as you're ready.
Well, that's interesting. So we're still on the trail of that particular person. I guess we haven't really answered what the heck he is, or if he's a dominant at all. We really need some potions.
What a girl dragged in. Taking an interest, are you?
Sorry. Excuse me. Use me old trading connections to bring in whatever him and his little band need, and they pay what I
To
ask.
sweeten the deal.
I gotta say, I find it a little bit distracting that they occasionally, start the sentence, but then they don't finish it. That's kind of weird. And to sweeten the deal, he's given me a home here, far from the prying eyes of those who'd wish me ill. And there's no shortage of them, believe you me. Oh, why would they wish such a charming lady ill?
Coin purse weighing you down.
Okay, here's another sword that's better than what I got. No, we do have a lot of money.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
I just bought something from you. I'm not robbing you of anything. Excuse me. An otherworldly luster. complements the silky smooth texture of this sash. A sash dyed a black so deep it might drive a man to madness, if not render him slightly more inconspicuous in a darkened room. Sounds like it has a stealth element. What is that black so deep? I can't even remember what it's called. Okay. Well, it is the rarity and luster of gold that make it the standard of wealth in the realm. The alchemist covets it for a lesser-known third quality, ethereal conductivity. Unlike most metals, gold has the innate ability to channel ether and even amplify its effects, making it invaluable for those who wish to extract the full potential from a crystal or bearer. Sorry. This raises my health by 6. It's kind of paltry. But it also raises my defense by 11, which I like a lot. There's a number of things here. Unlike most protective wristwear, steel crowns actually provide a fair amount of protection to their wearer. Unfortunately, the added protection is achieved through added weight, ensuring that only the most muscular might effectively wield them. Okay, so this is $13.50. When worn by a skilled combatant, the twin chains wrapped about these otherwise simple bucklers can be used to ensnare enemy blades, providing the defender with precious moments in which to deliver unhindered counterattacks. I mean, that sounds pretty cool. Oh, I can't even afford that, but the Breath of Wind, Rook's Gambit, residual wind ether that, having failed to dissipate on the battlefield, has instead manifested into a solid form not unlike crystal, but with an elemental purity that renders it far more potent, if not highly specialized in its applications. And then, of course, potions. I at least want
You'll
2.
not find a better price than that.
Take 2 of
Robbing
those
me
2.
blind, you know.
I'm not robbing you of anything. Okay, I think I should be able to afford both of the...
It'd better all be here.
And I can also plan on selling the current things that I have.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Yes, equip. Now. Okay, I'm just gonna sell this
You
thing.
got anything else?
I wonder, are we able to do things in the blacksmith with our defense items, or is it just the sword? Maybe I should check that out. I need to look through... Yeah, we're not selling that stuff yet.
Finished, are you?
I see I'm busy here. Well, I ain't the cook, am I?
Though if you tasted Kenneth Brown, I might as well be.
Look,
Cid needed a smith and I needed a smithy. He called a marriage of convenience. Doesn't hurt that the forge here is the hottest this side of hell, or that it works without magic. I won't have no bearers suffering from me.
got anything needs repairing?
You got anything that needs repairing or retooling, you bring it here, along with your own materials and any scraps left over. I keep. Yes, use the forge. Ah, yeah, here we go. Clouded Eye, Fluorite, Magic Ash. Plenty. How much is that gonna cost? Oh, I own it all.
No scratches, right?
What is this storm cry? Do we already own it? Oh, is it just... We don't own the sword yet. But we own the wind shard that will make the sword.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Okay, yeah, so we can... Oh, here we go. We can't use any of these because we need iron bracers and steel crowns and traveler's bands and blah blah blah. Lowers my defense. But I just bought something that's better. So, hey Karen, can I rob you blind now?
Yes? What? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You got out else? And be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. Is that all?
Yeah, that's all. Here we go. Okay. Now that I know how to access these, let's do the cyclone. I do like area of effect items. I have enjoyed the slow for... Okay, what in the hell? Oh. Oh, here we go. Dang it! Yeah, I want to do these for now. Why did it undo my things? Oh. I was on the wrong thing, that's why. Never mind then. Here we go. Okay. I have 1,000 points, so I can spend. Use A while in the air to kick off. Didn't we already buy this? Yes, we did. What does mastering it do? Because we've learned it, but now it says mastered. Okay, we've already done that one. Already done that one. Precision dodge. Use A to jump, obviously. Okay. Garuda, deadly embrace. Wicked wheel. We have gouge and wicked wheel. Phoenix. Oh, okay. So this is the B move. Oh, got it. Thanks, Somber. Keep that in mind. Rook's Gambit. Jump back when delivering a punishing... Jump back, then deliver a punishing counter. If the jump evades an attack, counter potency is increased, can be used in midair. Yeah, let's learn it. For sure. Haven't reliably been able to like execute this simply because I'm not in the air very often, at least not I mean the last attacks with Garuda, yeah, I was in the air a lot, so that helped, but regular enemies that are just on the ground, less helpful. Kind of not enthused to do taunt because I don't think I can really pull it off. Okay, yeah, that's mastered. I can't do anything with it because I've already done it. Stomp. Okay, let's just go ahead and go with that. Okay, yeah, it says locked, so I can't do any quests. So let's go. Let's move on.
Gav will be waiting for us. Get your stuff together.
Okay, so now it's just a matter of going to this map. King's Fall. Here tumble the waters of the Empire's brooks and bournes to converge into a single resplendent cataract where a bygone king is said to have lost both life and kingdom. Sambrek. I thought it might have been referring to Rosaria. I wonder what we'll find. I wonder if we'll find out what happened with Rosaria and the Queen.
Not so long ago, this here was a thriving trade route. Then the Blight came. The people left. And just like that, it was deserted. Making it the perfect little shortcut. Gab's waiting for us up ahead. Come on. Still feeling sorry for yourself?
Don't. Please.
Think about it, Clive. The rumors all point to... Imperial signal. They shouldn't be here. The old fort's been abandoned for years. Our little chat can wait. I need to see what the bastards are up to. You go on ahead and meet up with Gav.
But we both know that...
No buts about it.
The Hunter and the Hunted. We haven't really lived on Torgal in a while. Let's give him some attention. I'm really curious if our party is gonna grow.
This is stupid. I'm the dominant of fire. We sent Gav on a wild goose chase.
Did you? I mean, the hooded figure does still exist, so I guess you should at least find out something. Where do we go from here? Oh. Over here? Oh.
More killing. And for what? Garuda, lend me your strength!
How we keep hearing that bird scream. And of course, I think everyone, well, maybe not everyone, but,
What now?
Yeah, what now? The bird scream is actually a red-tailed hawk and not an eagle. No, another troll. Oh, a minotaur.
Beastman! Too slow. Not this time.
Okay.
Too slow.
else? Level 17, I think. Minotaur mane. A mane used in everything from helm crests to hairbrushes, primarily by those people lucky enough never to have met with a minotaur. And lo, did Sir Crandall strike the mane from the beast and rob him of his strength. That sounds a bit like... so many references. Who's the biblical figure with the golden locks?
Cid, straight to a nest of bloodthirsty beasts.
Samson, I think, right? With the golden locks, and then a woman sheared his hair and he lost all of his strength and died. Very similar vein. Ocean.
Can't be much further now.
Now I leveled up. Oh, to level 18. Insufficient inventory space. Oh, another beast man.
Come on. Let me through.
Ow. I did not mean to dodge right back into that. I just realized that I bought a new Garuda ability. Here we go. Rook's Gambit. And I want to try it out. So let's do that. Okay. Sorry, just a moment. I would like a bio break. But I'm not gonna sit and just... Really? I could have sworn there was ability to just pause, but I guess not. Okay, never mind. No bio break for me. It's only another half hour or so we'll deal. Let's go. Uh-oh.
What is it, boy?
After him! Don't let him escape!
Oh, great.
Gav! Who goes there? This one's a deserter! Take his head!
Out of my way.
You made your choice!
I was trying to do the whole, like, fire cyclone in the middle of them, but, hit the wrong one. That's okay. I was gonna say, that wasn't all of them. I know it wasn't all of them. Oh. What?
There he is! Don't let him escape! Kill the deserter!
Say, this is kind of a lot of people for Clive to take.
Clive, what's the situation?
You're late! Captain Trouble!
What?
The Imperials are on his tail. We have to get to him before they do.
I'm here to even the odds. Any objections? I'll take the dragon. You take the dragoon.
Well, if I could just focus on the dragoon, that'd be great.
Die, you bastard! Alright, one down, one to go.
Not this time.
Lunge.
Too slow. Not this time.
life. But what goes up must come down. Bloody time waster. Come on, let's finish him off. Who's that?
There. I kept expecting him to die with the next blow, so I didn't concern myself with dodging. Level up. Again. And we level up like crazy. Excuse me. Imperial Link. Many have tendered explanations as to how Imperial Dragoons are able to leap to such absurd heights, from the power of prayer to a strict diet of hare, toad, and crickets. I don't think that's cutting it, guys, but none save the knights themselves know the truth. Whatever the secret, it is plain that heavy plate should only prove a hindrance, and so the Empire equips its dragoons with armor forged from lighter than linen mithril. This link is part of a vest that would have been worn beneath the breastplate. Wow. Only the best must be dragoons, then.
Come on.
No. Yeah, better not die here, swear to God. Kinda looks like he's gonna fall into the river.
Shit!
Clive! Give me your hand!
Help me!
Help me! Help me, Clive!
I've got you.
There. Clive doesn't have your nose, I said. He'd stumble off a cliff, I said.
Well, that's the trouble with a nose like mine. Can't help sticking it where it's not wanted. But if it wasn't for you two, my sniffing days would be over. Thank you. Truly.
So, what news?
Well, found out where your friend's heading, for one thing.
Gav,
Him and his mate are on their way to your old stomping ground, Rosaria. You should have seen what they did to the Imperials who tried to stop them. There's no question about it. He's a dominant fire, all right.
He can't be.
Clive, I saw you turn into an icon before my very eyes. And yes, there's a good chance it was you who killed the Phoenix. But we weren't alone, were we? There was the fellow you saw enter the whirlwind. Aye. I saw him too. You didn't dream it, Clive. He's out there.
But who is he?
Don't ask me. I don't bloody know. But I do know one thing. You're gonna find him and find out. After all, you swore an oath.
What?
You swore you'd avenge your brother's death. That you'd never rest until you'd hunted down the man responsible. So, find out if this man's responsible and kill yourself if he's not.
Cid, I...
Don't thank me. Thank Gav.
Thank you, Gav.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No birds returning this year.
The Deadlands have swallowed their roosts, like as not. We're running out of time.
We'll be in Rosaria in a day or two.
Back to where it all began.
I'm not ignoring you, Zomber. I'm just... That is Joshua.
He must be stopped.
Or maybe not. Okay, yeah. As I said, I wasn't ignoring you, Zomber. I was just, focused on the cutscenes and didn't want to speak over anybody. Not entirely sure what to make of the story. Because on the one hand, you mentioned that it was kind of Game of Thrones-esque, and we've gotten a little bit of that with, Benedicta, the Titan, and of course now we're seeing Odin and Bahamut fighting. So it seems like there is some sort of overarching, Kingdoms Veen all together, but that is not the focus, at least not currently. That's kind of just the way it's being treated right now. It's just like we're teasing you with this aspect of the story, but you don't need to concern yourself with it yet. But they wouldn't be bothering with those scenes if they weren't significant in some way. So, and yeah, now that the hooded figure kind of looks like Joshua, and right before we saw that scene with him and his bearer, I even had just a brief moment of thought, wait a minute, if there can only be one dominant of fire, first it was Joshua, and then of course Clive ended up being a dominant too. What are the odds of there being 3, in the same time period? Unlikely. So, I think the hooded figure is Joshua. He kind of looks like Joshua. The only problem is that, I confused Benedicta with the queen, who, Clive and Joshua's mother, and she's not. But the thing is that their character models kind of looked very similar, and I can't help but wonder if I'm falling victim to the same, obviously Joshua was just a little boy, and so he looks quite a bit different or he'll look at least a little bit different from when he was a kid, and it does kind of look like Joshua, but, a fair number of the characters kind of look alike. They didn't in my opinion, they did not differentiate the characters enough to make them look really unique. But you know what? I don't know. Maybe I'm just becoming face blind. It's 8:20. The hideaway. Okay, so we're going back to the hideaway, probably for a little bit more story, but it's the scenes are probably gonna, you know, finish up before my typical deadline. So, let's just go ahead and go back to the hideaway, see what's happening there. Maybe Jill is awake at this point.
Spitting great gouts of fire he was, like a bleeding volcano.
Ever seen a volcano?
What? You think I'm having you on?
Clive! Your friend. She's awake.
Right.
Go to her, you fool.
Maybe thank the healer, too?
Right, you lot. Enough slacking. Goots, come with me. Gav, go and get those wounds seen to.
Oh, give it to me straight. How long have I got?
So?
All in good time. Let's make ourselves scarce.
Jill.
Is it Jill? Do we have... Is that confirmed?
Isn't the Moogle funny? I wonder what it's trying to say.
They even have a Moogle. I've never seen one in the flesh. I'm sure it said in my father's bestiary that they live deep in the forest, and that they never reveal themselves to humans. Nectar, you say? Clive. So it would seem. That sounds painful.
How did we get the ability to speak to a Moogle? I'm kind of tempted to go over there and interfere with them again.
It's Cid's fault. He tied it too tight.
There's nothing wrong with it. Stop moaning.
I wonder if I should be speaking with these people.
It's nice to see the hideaway finally coming alive. Wasn't so long ago us old hands were ratting about the place like peas in a bucket.
Oh, you like my analysis.
I just don't have
I
enough.
wonder if that says anything. Well, you know, given that we saw the hooded figure before Clive turned into Ifrit, I kind of wonder if there's some kind of time traveling element in this as well. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Or at least I don't want to get ahead of myself yet. Because who knows? That is one thing that's kind of a stark difference between, say, this game and Final Fantasy X. Correct me if I'm wrong, Zomber, but you've played Final Fantasy X, right? So in Final Fantasy X, you know, you're Titus, you're dumped into a seemingly whole new world, and then they have Lulu, who kind of spouts exposition here and there and kind of brings you up onto, like, the circumstances of the world. We don't have that kind of luxury in Final Fantasy XVI. Clive has lived in this world his whole life, so he's not just gonna suddenly spout exposition about what's going on. So, in this story, we're left quite a bit more in the dark. We don't know that much about dominance. We don't know that much about their powers. We don't know much about the whole magic thing at all. So I'm assuming this is going to be one of those games where they kind of spoon feed us more lore as we get deeper and deeper into the game. Yeah, some would say that, you know, the Final Fantasy X's way of introducing people into the world is a bit lazy because it's just exposition, just kind of info dumping. But it works because they use Titus, your character, as the receptacle to that. And I mean, I'm sure that Final Fantasy XVI world is pretty in depth and has a lot to explore in it, but man, Final Fantasy X was intricate.
It's true then. It really is you.
It is.
Clive! You're alive.
So are you. I still can't believe it. Are your wounds healed?
Yes. Talia told me what happened. You saved my life.
After nearly taking it, I had no idea. Forgive me, but how did you ever come to be there, Jill? Fighting for them.
The Iron Blood. They invaded not long after the news arrived about Phoenix Gate. Rosaria had lost her leaders. The Duchy was in chaos. The Iron Kingdom saw our weakness and pounced upon it. They killed the men and captured the women.
And took you back to Ironhome.
I thought they meant to have their fun with me before the end. But the end never came. My powers awoke, and everything changed. It all happened so fast.
We were told that the Iron Blood had captured a dominant and planned to bring her on their latest crusade.
They gave me a choice. To fight for them on the battlefield, or see my countrywomen slaughtered.
And they call us dominants.
What? What happened to Clive? What happened at Phoenix Gate?
It was me. I killed Joshua.
No, that's not true. I know you. You wouldn't do that.
It's the truth. I changed into him again, not long ago. The second icon of fire. The one responsible.
Clive.
When I think back to that night... The hooded man, he spoke to me. What did he say? We have found you. What did he mean?
Clive, we should go back there, to Phoenix Gate. I need to know what really happened, and so do you. You need to know for certain. And if what you told me is true, and you did what you said you did, then we will face it together.
Jill, All right.
You'll be needing a change of clothes, then. Out you go, your lordship. We wouldn't want you getting overexcited.
Sorry.
I'll see you soon then, Clive.
I should make ready too. We've a long journey ahead of us.
Well, we will not be starting on that journey. I'll go ahead and get ready for it. I don't think there's a whole lot to do, other than maybe buy a couple more potions.
We're looking at half a dozen, maybe more.
Their bunks are made up. I can leave whenever you're ready.
But it sounds like Jill is now joining our party. And I appreciate that you can't say too much, Somber. Of course, I want to experience this totally blind. So thank you for keeping that in mind. Okay, let's at least talk with these exclamation points.
You! Newcomer! I need help.
What's the matter?
It's my assistant. She left to gather soil, and I've seen nothing of her since. I cannot concentrate one whit for fear of what might have happened. Please, I beg of you, will you go and check? I have to know.
All right, I'll go.
Marvelous. Thank you. You'll be rewarded for your time, of course.
Yes.
Whereabouts is she?
Gotan's Bales. It's on the outskirts of Lostwig. Not the safest place for an unaccompanied bearer, perhaps, but the soil there is second to none. Now go, and do not linger. Why, it may already be too late.
Quest accepted. I don't need to prioritize the quest. And yes, I haven't forgotten that I originally said that I was going to focus on the story and not do too many quests. It does seem a shame not to at least do a couple.
This whole place is falling apart. Damn it. We'll be needing more wood. But if I step away to fetch any, this lot will be down around our ears. Ah, you there. Perfect timing. I couldn't persuade you to fetch me some timber, could I?
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. You'll be helping me and the hideaway both. Takes a lot of work to keep this place standing. More than we can manage, if I'm honest.
It certainly looks like you've got your hands full.
Ah, you can say that again. The Fallen knew their craft, make no mistake, but not even their handiwork lasts forever. That's why the walls need shoring up. Can't have the vegetable patch crushed before our first harvest now, can we?
No, I suppose not. All right, where can I find this wood?
Ask over at the White Ads. They'll point you in the right direction. Thanks again. I really appreciate the help.
At least starting out, since we're pretty early into the game, the quest shouldn't be that difficult. At least that's what I'm hoping. And I'm hoping we don't get like any absurd things where it's just like, oh, here's a simple little quest. But wait, there's more! Oh, it's not so simple. Here, fetch quest, fetch quest, fetch quest, fetch quest. And then it's just like, crap. I should never have taken this quest.
More linen than this. I tripped in all 3 chairs.
but I'm not going to prioritize the quests. If we get to them, we get to them. If we don't, we don't.
Excuse me. The man working over by the garden sent me to fetch some wood.
Ah, that'll be Geoffrey, master carpenter. Luck would have it, we've just finished cutting the timber he's after. You take as much as you need from the stack.
Thank you.
No, not at all. We appreciate the assistance.
Okay, so filling that was easy.
Here we are. I better get this to... Geoffrey, was it?
Joffrey. Travel to Joffrey. Oh my gosh, this is gonna take forever.
Oh, you're back. Hope fetching that wood wasn't too much trouble.
It was a single wood plank. So.
Will this be enough?
This will do nicely, thank you. With a bit of luck, the walls won't be falling in on us just yet.
That sounds ominous.
Oh, it's not as bad as all that. And it's a damn sight better than the alternative. We're safe, we're warm, and we're hidden. What more could we ask for? Now stop fretting and take this. You've earned it. Welcome to the fold.
There's no need to...
That's not a matter of need, my friend. You're one of us now.
Quest complete. Gillbug? What the heck is that? Contrary to popular belief, this small insect does not get its name from its appearance, but rather from the fact that it is highly sought after by physicers for use in brewing medicines. In summer, when the beetles are most numerous, children across the realm will spend nigh every waking hour collecting specimens in readiness to exchange them for a handful of coppers. As children have tiny hands, however, this amounts to fewer than one might expect. Like collecting Coke cans back in the old days and turning them in, or Coke bottles, turning them in for a couple of pennies. All right, Karen.
What do you want?
To say farewell. We're leaving.
Good decision. Better that than buried out there in the black. You've got a lot to thank that girl for, you know.
I know. And I will.
Now, what do you really want? We both know you don't come here for conversation.
Indeed. Gaia Blade. Man, why are they're always coming up with new blades that are way better. I can barely use the blades that I have before it's just like, here's another. While common on the southern continent, worship of the land itself as a deity is almost unheard of in Valistea. By the way, am I pronouncing Valistea correctly? I don't think we've heard it yet. That, however, has not stopped the import of fine steel blades blessed by Gaian presbyters under the claim that they are deadlier and more durable than those forged in the Twins. Interesting. I feel silly for not buying it.
Better I'll be here.
Oh. New armor isn't a thing. I guess I should...
You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
I'm paying you.
Better I'll be here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and stock up, totally.
I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else?
Yeah, pretty much sold almost everything else. Yeah, we're keeping...
Off you go, then. And best of luck.
I should probably say thank you to Gav, too.
I like how Torgal, like, when he's at the hideaway, comes over to Karen. He knows who butters... what was it? Butters his bread? He can work her.
So your mind's made up, is it?
We'll be leaving for Rosaria as soon as we're able.
Back down memory lane, eh? Rosaria ain't what she used to be, Clive. Not since the Imperials moved in. First sign of trouble, you make straight for Martha's Rest and ask for the landlady. She's a friend of the cause. Tell her you was Cid, and she'll help you out.
Understood. Thank you, Gav.
Yeah.
I'd be lost without you.
Yeah, I'm just doing my job. No need to make such a fuss.
Don't make it weird, Clive.
You take care, alright? Oh, I'm crap at goodbyes. Where's Cid when you need him?
Give him my regards when he gets back.
I will.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Ready, my lady?
Ready.
Well, I guess we can just go ahead and at least go there, but yeah, then I'm signing off. 3 reads. Yeah, this is Rosaria, if I remember correctly. Is it Phoenix Gate somewhere up here? Or is it down here? Things have changed a little bit.
Rosaria. It's been 13 years.
But this breeze, the smell of the grass, it's just as I remember it.
You haven't been back either.
I couldn't. Bran did keep a close watch on each other in the Imperial Army. You'd get beheaded just for knowing a deserter. The only way out was on a mission.
I see.
But mostly I was afraid. Afraid to go back.
I know.
But I'm here now. Thanks to you. We should press on.
Homecoming.
That inn at the top of the hill must be Martha's Rest. Gav said the landlady's a friend.
But can we say the same for her patrons?
Imperials don't tend to take well to those with my mark. If anyone asks, I'm a branded soldier, sworn to protect my noble mistress.
You could have your mark removed, Clive. Cid promised it. Anyway, yeah, this is where we're gonna have to leave it for tonight. Man, this game just keeps on getting more and more interesting. Like, so far, it's truly never been a dull moment. They just keep... They answer questions, but then they keep asking more questions and setting up more potential routes to take. So, interesting. I wonder what the big questions will be answered the next time, because it seems like we always get a big question answered with each each playthrough so far. Wow. Good night. Wish you the best on your 16 journey. Thanks, Zumber. Thank you for coming along. It's been a lot of fun. I've having a great time with 16 so far. It's been fantastic. I hope you have a good night and a good rest of your week. See you next... Actually, yes. See you next Tuesday. For anyone else who may be watching, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Was that Torgal or was that a monster? I don't think that's anyone to be concerned with. Anyway. Everyone, thank you so much. Please like and subscribe if you can. I'd be very grateful. Until then, this is Lynn, signing out.